Hello, welcome to Yoga with Steff and Monkey. He's here. I swear he'll be here. And happy new moon in Virgo. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat. We have our clear quartz with us today. Clear quartz is the master healer of the crystal world, and I think of Virgo somewhat similarly. So go ahead and take a long breath in. Long exhale, softening your shoulders. Breathing in, up your spine through the crown of your head. Exhale, softening your face, your jaw, and your tongue. As you inhale, visualizing your breath moving up your body. And exhaling, visualizing your breath moving down through your pelvis, through the ground. Finding one more breath. Then exhaling. Finding some gentle neck stretches here. On your next exhale, we're just slowly going to bring our right ear towards our right shoulder, stretching the left side of our neck. It might feel nice to slowly move your chin around, just noticing what those sensations feel like. Moving slowly. And when you're ready, inhaling your head back up to neutral and slowly exhaling to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Exhaling and noticing that stretch on the right side of your neck. Long inhale. Slow exhale. Maybe moving your chin around a little bit as well. Moving slowly. I wish you guys could see Monkey. He's like right off camera, but his eyes are just getting so sleepy. And slowly inhaling your head back up to neutral. Long inhale. Maybe exhale with an open mouth, maybe again. And slowly join me at the top of your mat. We're going to find mountain pose here. Grounding through the bottoms of your feet, shoulders down and back, chest nice and open, fingers reaching towards the ground. Finding a soft gaze here, maybe even gently closing your eyes, softening your jaw. Bringing your chin back a little bit, and we're looking for, maybe this is, parallel to the ground. Crown of the head reaches up. And you feel your feet growing roots into the earth. Using your breath and noticing your breath flow throughout your body. the only thing you're looking for right now is self-awareness. Noticing how your body feels here in mountain pose. Virgo's an earth sign, a nurturing sign, a mothering sign. Exhaling, softening to yourself. And we'll find a few sun salutations here. So inhaling, our arms overhead. And exhale to fold forward nice and slowly, spilling it all out. Maybe bending the knees here, shaking your head. Side to side. Inhaling up. And exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back for plank and chaturanga. Knees down or up, whatever feels better for you. I'm probably gonna move this crystal. Inhaling up. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the knees here. Grounding your hands through your mat. Reaching the tailbone up. Reaching your heels down. And again, if your knees are bent, that is perfectly okay. When you're ready, inhaling your feet up to meet your hands. Looking up with the flat back. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling, hands through your heart. Finding some side stretches here before another sun salutation. I should keep the crystal there to just like keep me on my toes, right? Okay. Grounding down, finding mountain pose here. Grounding down through your feet. Inhaling, arms up. Clasping fingers together, allowing your index fingers to be out. Trying to keep our palms together. And finding a side stretch, stretching over to the right side, opening up left side body. Inhaling, opening up that like left armpit, left side of your chest, really opening up, and then exhaling. Oh yeah, finding a little bit more depth. Inhaling up, exhaling to the other side. Again, moving slowly here. Inhales to open, exhales to deepen. Softening your jaw and your tongue. One more breath, really opening, inhaling into side ribs. Exhale, inhale up, and exhale to forward fold. We'll find another sun salutation. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, stepping back into plank and chaturanga, whatever feels right for you. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the knees here. Really grounding in through your hands, pushing away. And when you're ready, stepping your feet up to meet your hands, looking up with a flat back, and exhaling to fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. From here, we'll find a standing forward fold. So your feet are hip width distance apart, which is usually smaller than people think. Your toes are pointed forward, really grounding down with all four sides of your foot. Taking a long breath in, hands on our hips, opening up our chest. And as we exhale, we'll keep our chin up, looking at as if we had a mirror there, looking at ourselves in the mirror until we found our edge, that space where you feel that sensation, but you don't want to go much farther because you'll be in pain. So finding that place and then maybe bending the knees or slowly rounding the back over that place. And finding a forward fold. Again, bending your knees here is perfect. It might feel nice to grab opposite elbows. We're reaching the crown of our head kind of towards the middle of our big toes. Allowing our head to drop so the back of the neck can relax. Long inhale, slow exhale. Finding 2 more breaths. Inhaling halfway up, exhaling, stepping back for downward facing dog. Reaching the tailbone up and back, reaching the heels down. And then exhaling, dropping the knees and coming into tabletop. From here, you can take your hips side to side. We'll find thread the needle. So on the inhale, we're going to reach our right arm up. And on the exhale, we'll come through, threading the needle through the hand, through the knee, onto the right shoulder, connecting the right temple with the mat. You can leave this left hand next to your face. You can reach it up. You can also take it behind your back for a bind, reaching for your inner right thigh. Using that right hand that is extended on the ground with your palm facing up, using that as a little bit of a leverage to open up that left shoulder a little bit. Nice. 2 more full breaths. And exhaling, connecting that left hand back with the mat. And inhaling, swooping that right arm back up to counter and coming back into tabletop. We'll find thread the needle on the left, taking the left arm up on the inhale. And exhaling, threading through, coming onto the left shoulder, connecting your left temple with the ground. Again, you can leave this right hand right next to your face. You can walk it overhead. You can also take a bind, reaching behind for your inner left thigh. You can use this left hand almost to open up this right shoulder a little. If you ground in through that left hand, it kind of opens up that right shoulder. The leverage is neat. But go slow and find 2 more full breaths here. And on your next exhale, connecting your right hand with the mat. Inhaling all the way up and exhaling your hand back down. Finding tabletop, do a little bit of a wrist stretch here. So we're going to find some circles in tabletop, really concentrating on the wrists. So we'll find some circles to the right, maybe 5 circles to the right. Once you make 5 circles to the right, go ahead and reverse. And we'll do 5 circles to the left. Virgos and their details. I think of Virgos and a lot of crafting and handiwork and writing and yeah, so some extra wrist stuff today for you guys. From here, go ahead and find an easy seat in Sukhasana. Shake your wrists out for a moment. Let's do a little bit more. Taking the right hand, like you're saying, stop. Taking the left hand and just really gently pulling back. Inhale and exhale, flipping that hand down and gently kind of pulling back on that middle part of your hand. You should feel it over here. It feels really, really nice. Exhale. Shake it out. We'll find that on the left hand. Taking a breath. And then when you're ready, flipping that hand down, gently pulling back there, taking a breath. And go ahead, shake your wrists out. I like doing these as well. So you can do these as slow or as fast as you like. These are great for wrists, your fingers, especially if you're typing all day. Also, touching each fingertip with your thumb. Seeing how slow, how fast you can go. Some things to work on maybe when you're in the office too, right? You just have like 5 minutes, just want to shake it out. Those wrist workouts are really, really great, especially when you're doing a lot of yoga. All right, let's get back to it. We'll find downward facing dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Monkey's napping like right off camera. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know that's why you're here. I'm not mad about it. It's cool. Taking one more breath. And on your inhale, stepping your right foot forward, finding warrior one. Grounding down through that right foot, reaching your arms up, pulling navel to spine, reaching up, plugging the shoulders in. That left back foot kind of pulls that left hip around, trying to keep our hips square to the front. Nice. Taking one more breath. Exhaling. Sending that right foot back. In downward facing dog. You can take your knees, pedaling them out for a moment. And when you're ready, stepping left foot forward. Warrior one on the left. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling into the shape. Right hip reaches forward, trying to keep our hips square. Right hip is reaching towards the front, looking for a 90-degree angle in this leg. That's what we're working towards. We may not be there today, and that's okay. Back leg is straight and strong. That right back, or the right knife's edge of the foot, is really pushing that right hip, that whole thing. Ugh, feels so good. And exhale, and down, finding downward facing dog. And go ahead and walking your feet up to meet your hands, coming to a seat. Stretching out your legs in front of you, finding Dandasana or staff pose. Your hands are next to you, next to your hips. Exhaling, open chest, shoulders down. Really grounding in through your hands. So I'm like really pushing down. This is where I always start sweating. This is what I always say. So our chest is open, really engaged with the fingers, and then my legs are very activated as well. Feet are flexed, toes are pointed up for staff pose. Abs are in. Reaching up through the crown of my head. Exhaling, really grounding through the palms of my hands. And on your next exhale or inhale, we'll bring our arms up. We'll exhale to forward fold. Legs are still activated, our muscles are still activated. Pointing or flexing your feet, pointing your toes towards the sky. Exhaling, reaching the crown of our head towards the tops of our toes. So our gaze is kind of like towards our legs, maybe towards our shins or our knees, somewhere in between. Taking a breath here. Exhaling, maybe a little bit deeper. Inhaling all the way up and exhaling onto your back. Finding bridge pose, our favorite. Your knees are bent, feet are flat on the ground, fingertips reaching towards your heels. On the inhale, pressing down through your heels to lift your hips. Backs of shoulders are really engaged in the ground, trying to keep your legs perpendicular. You don't want your knees to sprawl out to the sides. So really grounding down through the left and right big toe, grounding down through the middle of your foot, and also the center of your foot, which is also the middle of your foot. It's the same thing. Inhaling, lifting your hips up a little bit more. And exhaling, bringing your hips down, bringing your knees in, rolling side to side. Keeping your right knee tucked in and extending your left leg, we'll find a twist here. So we will roll onto our left hip, bringing the right knee over to a twist. We're going to bring that right arm to extend out, trying to keep this right shoulder connected to the ground. Might feel nice to have a pillow or something underneath this knee. You can also use your left hand to kind of keep it over. And you can glance over your right fingertips, if that feels okay. And taking a few breaths. Softening your jaw and your tongue. One more breath. Bringing your head back first. Bringing your knees into your chest. Giving it a hug. And switching legs. There he is. Hi. Thank you for gracing us. Sorry, bringing your left knee into your chest, maybe rolling side to side. Coming over onto that right hip, twisting over. Keeping that left arm extended, trying to keep your left shoulder blade engaged with the ground. Get my way. You can continue to look up at the sky. You can glance over that left shoulder. Maybe have a pillow or something underneath this left knee as well. And take a few full breaths in this twist. Finding 2 more full breaths. Bringing your head back to neutral first, untwisting yourself. It might feel nice to just kind of roll side to side for a moment. And when you're ready, Our next shape will be waterfall. So feeling free to find a wall to find waterfall at, or you can take your legs in the air, your arms out into a T, and take a few full breaths here. Just allowing your jaw to soften, backs of shoulders to soften. Your feet are soft, bending your knees as needed. If you're at a wall and would like to remain here for a little bit longer, please feel free. But if you are not at a wall, please feel free to take 2 more breaths. And on your exhale, slowly bringing your feet down and finding your final Shavasana. Allowing your body to be heavy. Softening your fingers and your toes. Softening the muscles of your face. Exhaling, noticing your chest get a little heavier. And softening the muscles around your stomach. Remaining in Shavasana for at least 5 minutes. It is one of the most important asanas, and you deserve it. Thank you for joining us today, and have a beautiful new moon in Virgo. Namaste.